Yeah, definitely.
There's times I be chilling, bro. Like there was one instance I was in Facebook jail for like a month. I get
what
out.
you be doing, bro?
Bro, it's just it's like when I like and it never be any
like how you in societal jail? Like
Look.
you in open. You in free speech jail.
Free speech jail. It don't make sense to me.
It's not free speech.
That's what I'm saying.
But look, this is Instagram,
Yeah,
Twitter.
It was pictures
I think
before.
who bought them out? Facebook.
Yep.
Somebody bought them
I
out.
think so.
I think if Facebook
It was
did,
Instagram, but Facebook ends Instagram. So
basically, yeah.
They ended up buying.
I think
Instagram
at the time,
They
Instagram
weren't.
was a separate company. Yeah. Facebook got the keys.
I'm finna get off Facebook because Mark Zuckerberg on bullshit.
Why you said that?
Why,
Cause, bro, I don't even be doing nothing.
what song was Zuck, man?
Bro,
Big Zuck.
I don't even do nothing, bro. I literally was in Facebook jail for having a conversation with a friend.
How do y'all
of mine.
be in Facebook?
So
jail,
look,
bro? I
don't
understand it, bro.
So
I
look,
ain't gonna lie
what
to
it
you.
is, they'll say it goes against community standards, but someone will report you.
Yeah.
So
Why you
it's
got so
like,
many enemies, man?
Bro.
Like,
bro?
who don't like you? You know what I mean?
A lot of people for some reason, bro, and I really
That's
don't
crazy.
care, but it's just like, dang, my fault.
Dang, man.
Man, I said my fault. See, when I said
People
my
not
fault,
really
man,
reporting you out here, bro.
No,
Like,
trust me.
Yeah,
this
they
is
are.
this
No,
is Adam.
trust me.
People do be.
People really will sit and
Because
report
I didn't
you.
report it. Not for comments.
No,
I
but
reported
like-
people for like fake pages.
Yeah, for
Oh,
real.
well,
Like
yeah.
somebody
No, but
got a hold of somebody.
There's
If
times.
people, yeah, definitely.
There's times I be chilling, bro. Like there was one instance I was in Facebook jail for like a month. I get
what
out.
you be doing, bro?
Bro,
That's what
it's
I'm
just it's
saying.
like when I like and it never be any
like how you in societal jail? Like
Look.
you in open. You in free speech jail.
free speech jail,
Not
which
in
don't
free-
make sense
well,
to me.
It's not free speech.
But
That's what I'm saying.
But
You-
look, this is the instances, bro. Like the times I've been locked up for that type junk, it'd be like me and my homies would be having a conversation, and I say something, or I call one of my homies like a bitch or something, and they'll be like, "This goes against our community standards." But it'll be like you could choose to delete the comment or ignore it, and I'll be like, "Ignore it," because that's my homie. Like that, I'm not finna
So you
delete this
should
comment.
be deleting
And
it.
so
That's
look,
my-
so then like maybe a week later, it'll be like I say something else, or I'll make a post. Like one of the posts I got locked up for was like damn, it's a lot of bitter baby daddies out here. It's not my fault you got replaced with Tupperware dick, and so I got put in Facebook jail.
Well, you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, right. That
So
is
look,
a little.
that one, okay, so I understood that one. That one,
Adam just out here wild. I'm not saying nothing different. I don't know why
but look,
people
bro,
report this.
I didn't realize that these are the conversations that I have with my homies that I can't say like on the book.
You hilarious for that.
I just be chilling, bro.
Have you never worked a job?
I have, but I do what I want.
I mean,
It's-
it's a space for that. I feel like you could tweet that, and
I feel like, nothing
I'm-
would happen if I tweeted it. But as soon as I get on Facebook or something like that, they be tripping. So Mark Zuckerberg.
Anywho.
These are my views, not the views of these two.
yeah.
I don't like you.
If it was any site that was like that, it is Facebook.
It's
though.
Facebook.
Definitely Facebook.
Twitter, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Mhm.
IG, they got some stimulation. But thank y'all for tuning in to Real Nonsense. I am your host, Nickel May.
Co-host JC.
Jay Clark.
And today, I got to reference the group chat because y'all was talking about a lot of stuff that I didn't know anything about.
You was still asleep. I know
That's
you
the only
had to.
two. It's only two topics.
Yeah.
Definitely was still asleep.
I knew.
Like 9.
I'm not finna try to look through all this.
We was talking about the verdict, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody was smoking on a Chauvin pack yesterday. You
Big
know what
facts.
I'm saying? I'm
How you say
indifferent
his name?
about it. I
thought it was Chauvin. Derek
I
Chauvin.
have no clue.
Doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. I
Doesn't really
don't
matter.
really like him or his
But-
family. So.
Right.
Yeah. How y'all feel about it? I mean, what happened was supposed to happen. You know, it's the right verdict.
Did they say what a sentence was?
Nah, not
Nah,
yet.
I don't think they-
Because I know he was convicted, but
They
They don't find a sentence out until later, and they gonna appeal and do all that. Hoorah!
so?
Of course.
yeah. I don't think they will.
I mean,
I don't think that appeal would be pointless.
Well, because he was found guilty on all 3 counts.
All three, yeah.
so he would appeal all 3. I mean, I think early on, I heard yesterday that he He said like he was going to plead guilty early on, like 3 weeks after it or something. But they said that would be not harsh enough of a penalty if he pled or something like that. So
who said that?
That's what I was hearing when I was watching the broadcast
that wouldn't
yesterday.
be up to them if it was like, I don't know.
When it come to this type of case, never. Because
he was guilty.
I feel like this is the type of case that defies like judicial law.
The
like,
man looked.
However they rule this is going to be like this is that type of case, bro.
Yeah.
This is going to defy judicial.
But we
law.
also have to remember, and I think what a lot of people forget is he was a police officer doing a job. He overstepped his boundaries. However, the law, I don't think it's all the way to the left or right that the law just protects police officers. They do. However, we got to remember, like, if somebody sued me for recording a song that didn't do whatever, then I'll be like, "Why? How you gonna sue me? It's not my job to do such and such." So, and being, what's the word? I can't remember.
A master engineer.
Well, I'm saying like for a police officer, their job is to enforce the law, right? So while they're enforcing the law, it's like the NFL rules on defense now. You see a lot of players scared to tackle on the defensive side because of potentially getting a penalty.
Yeah, and
so
I was hearing that from cops when I was doing my pod. I was interviewing cops, and they were saying like, especially right after the death of George Floyd, it was hard to be a police. Right, you can't even approach people, and
because everybody pulling their phones out, and recording, and like every situation. There are situations like the George Floyd case. So I don't want to create the idea that police officers don't do any wrong, because they absolutely do. They go. I mean, I low key watch.
Another.
I low key watch the Rodney King video last night. And like you just see in that, like
you just need a hug, bro.
Nah, no. But I'm saying,
like, hey,
so I don't want to create the idea that officers don't do any wrong. However, we have to remember they doing a job, and so like you see so many situations that the person that they approaching is the suspect that they looking for, and to be able to like strategically and use wisdom in that situation of, nah, bro, you just came from this street, so you not going home. You live all the way over here. Why would you go be going this way? Just like random stuff like that. So there are situations.
I don't think cops should ever chase. I don't think cops should ever chase a human being.
No. Even
never.
if it's for you.
Never. I don't think, because when a man is fleeing,
if a nigga just broke in your crib and he running. You don't want the cops to pursue him?
Well, first of all, if he just broke in my crib, the cops ain't gonna be nowhere near anyway. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So if somebody just broke in your crib, your girl and your daughter at home, you not there. You gone. You out of town. Whatever. And she calls the cops. You don't want them to pursue the person that broke in your crib?
I don't see the point in that.
Really?
Especially if you have a license plate, if you have some sort of attachments to where they're going to be, I don't see the point in that, honestly. Because how could it end? If you chasing somebody, if it comes to a high-speed chase, the likelihood of the person that you're chasing hurting somebody else is too great to be.
It's too much of a risk.
It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? High-speed chases, on-foot pursuits, like
a hostage situation, it could turn.
What's the likelihood of that ending good or ending badly? Like, what's the likelihood of life being lost?
Well, let's not. I think we live in a world where we often forget criminals exist.
Of course.
And so, like, it's just.
But they still human. That don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Derek Chauvin or whatever, he's still a human. He made a mistake.
But he a criminal. He no different than the.
Right, but you just said, I said we live in a world where we think criminals don't exist, and you said, but they still human. And I said, well, Derek Chauvin, he a criminal. So it's like there's a thin line, because there's a line that is crossed with on the policing side and on the criminal or pursuit side of it.
Okay, if it's a violent offender, it always go back to that. If we talking about violent offenses, if we talking about assault, murder, robbery, the R's, you know what I'm saying? If we talking about that type of stuff, pursuit may be necessary.
Right,
But
that's
if we
what I'm
talking
saying.
about, if we talking about
We ain't talking about no
bags of-
$20.
If we talking about bags of chips, if
Yeah,
we talking
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
counterfeit
Absolutely,
money, bro.
absolutely.
If we
Yeah,
talking about
selling a
running a
square
stop
or-
sign,
Yeah,
if we talking
yeah.
about that type of stuff,
Yeah.
bro. You talking about driving a nice car and the police make eye contact with you, and you got a headlight out.
I
You know what I
know.
mean?
So that's what I was saying. I don't want to create the idea that like that stuff doesn't happen because there are trash cops out there.
The worst fear I've ever really experienced. Far as been two situations. That situation when we was at the Hoppy Pig, and we got pulled out the car for nothing, and then there was like I think I left my mama house. 2-3 cops just hit the U-turn.
Took the fall.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
Just got the following me, bro, and I'm just like, bro,
They used to happen all the time when I was driving my dad Jaguar.
Yeah, I had my mama's Dodge
Cops
Journey.
on Court Street instantly hit a U-turn.
Like
And I'm like,
my mama got
why
I think it's the 2019 Dodge Journey. It's tinted out, it's orange. So they saw me get in it. They know that lady because we go to the same gas station. You feel me? They just saw me driving, listening to music. Boom, caught me right before I got back to my OG crib. Like, oh, y'all was looking because y'all saw me in this car. They searched the car, looked for everything, and then I'm just like, yo, there's nothing in here. This is my mama's car. You gonna find her Bible, her sunglasses, her chains, bro. This ain't my car.
Right.
I'd be nervous if I was in my car because
Right.
you gonna find something in my car.
Something in there.
Right. I don't know where. It might be under the seat, but you gonna find it. But that time when we was at Hoppy Pig, bro, we did nothing.
I
Literally.
took the fall for that too, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to go to like city court, some other.
Ooh.
Do we all have cop stories? Like
That's crazy.
I mean, me and all of my siblings had one when we were,
Church?
I think I was 14 at the time. We were going to church. We were on the way to Bible study, actually.
On the right track.
And
Hallelujah.
we were going to Bible study, and my brother, my parents had just bought my oldest brother, KJ, a car. Well, KJ and Jeremiah, they kind of shared it, but it was more so KJ's. But they had just bought them a car, and we was all excited. So it was the one car where you could put all six of them, because I got 5 siblings. All 6 of us can fit in the car. So it was the one where you can put 3 people in the front row. Like it was it was an older car. So you know, like the older Lincolns.
Station wagon, boy.
No, like the older
70
cars.
show car?
Right, the older cars, you
Hanging
can
out.
put up like the armrest, and it's a seat, and it got a seatbelt and everything. So,
Like we did last week.
so we leaving Briarcliff, the neighborhood that my parents bought a house in. We leaving Briarcliff.
That's y'all problem.
Exactly. So we coming out on, I think it's that main road when you going out like towards the gas station.
Yeah.
We turn out. Jeremiah was driving, and he turned out like right. It was like he had horrible timing. Really, he turned out like in front of the cop kinda while the cop was coming down. Cop slam on his brakes, do a U-turn, and they pull us over. And he says, "Reason I pulled you over is because the license plate light was out." So we in the gas station, and they asking all of us, "Do you have ID?" I'm like, "I'm 14. No, I don't have any ID. I got my school ID. That's all I got." And they was like, "Why don't you why don't you have ID? Why like such and such?" And they had like 4 cops like watching us in the car, looking in the flashlights, all in the back of the car.
Bourbonnais.
That's it, bro. I'm trying to
And,
tell you. Nobody like Bourbonnais police.
And then
like
we
that.
not come to find out, we get to the church after we got pulled over. The license plate light wasn't even out.
I got one of them stories too.
Let me tell my
Well, I know.
Bourbonnais. 'Cause
Go ahead.
it's crazy that we all got these stories, bro.
You
So
know, our
we-
parents taught us not to drive down Broadway, but that's another story.
You know what's crazy? I
I'll
didn't know
drive.
that until go ahead. I'll explain.
Look,
it in a
I'll
minute.
drive whatever the hell I want. I don't give a damn. But look, me and my homies, bro. This is college days. I want to say this was junior year, sophomore, junior, whatever. Olivet, me and my homies in a room working on this final project. This like early May, bro. School about to be over. This the last big project of the year type situation. We up all night, bro, in the little apartments by Little Caesars. That's Olivet Apartments. So we up all night working on this big project. Finish about 3 a.m., bro. So we couldn't go to sleep. Class at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. We didn't go to sleep, right?
Right.
So we popped a Kroger 3:30, 4 in the morning, right?
I know they was waiting.
Chilling though. You know what I mean? We go to Kroger from over there by Little Caesars to Kroger.
Mm-hmm.
We go in the store. It's not many people in there, of course. We get our little snacks. We get our little whatever we getting. Bounce up out of there. We get in the car. Normal, everything normal. We get in the car. I'm in the back seat. My homie driving. My other homie in the front seat. All of a sudden, bro, six cop cars pull up. 5, 6 cop cars swarm us, bro. Lights on, flashing. Get out the car, flashlights. People surrounding us. We in shot, complete shot, bro. My homie
milk.
Isaiah Hooper, Chris Watts, bro. They can vouch. We in complete shot. It's 4 a.m, bro. We surrounded by cops after we just grabbed some chips and drinks. I'm scared for my life at this point, bro. Like, I'm in college, bro. I'm a junior. I done seen and it's my hometown, bro.
Mhm.
And they might not recognize
And
them, but
that's what scared me the most about it, bro. Like,
bro, I'm surrounded by cops at 3, 4 in the morning
Yeah.
in my hometown,
Yeah.
and a cop with three brothers.
Mm-hmm.
that's
We
not
scared
really
shitless.
from here.
So I tell them, like, we all scared, nervous. Like, I tell them, don't say nothing. I'm gonna talk. I couldn't even get that out. I'm
Mhm.
stuttering saying that, and I'm like, dang, I don't even get like that. I
Yeah.
can't even talk.
Yeah.
They pull up, roll down the window, check IDs or whatever. They say it's a robbery in Bradley, and we match the description.
I heard that.
Man,
And
I-
I'm like,
I got
bro,
that a few
and they
times,
must
too.
have seen us and seen, I don't know what kind of car we was in or whatever. I'm like, dude, we 3 college students, bro. Don't give us that bullshit, bro. I'm just like, bro, robbery, match description,
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
It don't make sense.
In
Yeah.
Bradley, Bourbonnais,
Yeah.
come on, bro. And it was just one of them things. Like, it's not like we could have called ABC News. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you can really do about that. You just kind of take it on the chin, and that's so minimal. Like, everybody has these stories, bro, and some of them go good, some of them go bad. Like, they pick which ones they make a spectacle of.
Yeah.
You know how much stuff happened, like, between these 50 states, bro?
Oh yeah.
They'll pick which one they blow up.
Oh yeah.
In the-
George
Yeah.
Floyd, Trayvon Martin,
Just like
these things
the
happen.
little 7-year-old. She's a 7.
Not even just that. The kid, the 13-year-old kid.
Yeah, Micaiah Bryant, bro.
Ohio,
she was just killed across the street
Chicago, like,
at a
this
McDonald's.
is in the same within 7 days of the trials, like, and we talking about that's why I'm just like, we want to celebrate one thing, but
It's so much more
this
you
shit-
don't.
it's still happening today,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Somebody just got killed yesterday.
Yeah,
I forget. What is it called?
it was
I
it
forget
was a
the
little girl,
name.
man. She was at McDonald's with her daddy. They
No,
shot
not
the-
that was Sunday.
I know, but they shot the car up looking
was
for
a-
their daddy, and
But
then
that was black people that,
that
did
was
that.
wildin'.
But there was
you don't
another
know if
cop.
that was black people, bro. That could have been some brown people, some
Yeah,
Asians.
yeah.
But so the last, I said a couple weeks ago, I'm
Oh,
at
this
my
recent.
yeah, I'm at my sister crib. My homie coming to grab my car because we was going to get something fixed on it. He pull up. As soon as he pull up to her crib, bro, boom, your license plate light is out. No, it's not. So then we were just there was some stuff in the neighborhood around the time because around that time around my sister crib, K-Meg and Undercovers was hot, like
Where that
just
was at?
over on like Sunnyside and back off in
But
that.
I
Hot,
remember
bro,
that.
just
yeah,
hot for no reason.
I remember that.
So he pull up, we get in the car. They sat out there for like 10 minutes. It's cold, mind you. I go back in the crib. They're like, yeah, it's bro car. He just walked back in the house. So we leave or whatever. We hit the corner. We get down Maple, bro.
Mm.
Boom, caught another one. Oh, you got a headlight out. This. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I didn't know the headlight was out at the time. So we get out, boom, I look at it, whatever, cool. We leave. We turn down station, bro. 2 sheriffs, Diddy Bop behind us. Bow. Third time in 5 minutes we've been stopped. I'm like, what's this point? What's this time? The cop literally, the lady looked at us and was just like, and then walked back. And the sheriff that stopped us the first time was like, I already got them. What do you mean you already got us? I had to keep bro from saying something because bro was finna spaz out. And it's just like, bro, you watched us. Because ain't no way one of us catches and then we go down the street, another one catches. And then we get on another street. They ain't got, you not looking for us.
So you harassing us in our neighborhood.
I'm trying to go home, bro.
You harassing us and then you corner us, and then it's some people who gonna react a certain way and some people who not.
What I think it was, bro, I think
Crazy.
what they wanted us to do because we two big black dudes, bro. It's not like you automatically assume, oh, we finna get aggressive, but you don't understand. We can have conversation. We can talk.
Man, they be so shocked.
Bro, when dude came up to the window, I'm like, this one's broke right now. So I'm talking through him through the back window. Now my hands is on the dashboard, and you ain't finna say I reached for nothing. None of that. You feel me? But it just make you nervous because it's 9:00 at night and it's dark on the street where we was.
Yeah.
Anything could have happened when nobody there. You feel me?
But what it come down to, and it's gonna sound radical. I meditate on this forever. We just gotta start owning stuff and telling them to stay out of our neighborhood unless we call them. Like, they on our payroll. We in the city. We paying taxes. That's one thing. But you shouldn't be cruising around in our neighborhood looking for stuff, bro.
Yeah.
If we own the block, tell them to stay the hell out of our neighborhood unless we need them. Like, we had a right to do that. You know what I mean? That's what it come down to. But if we rent everywhere, if we on a whole block and we all renters, they can do whatever the hell they want. Because they're going to call the landlords and the property owners and get access to do what they want to do. But
the apartments or the
if we own the blocks and our elders own the blocks, which is how it should be in the future, if us elders are renting to our seeds, then we control the game. But if we renting from other people outside of our community, then people outside of our community will control our community. And we ain't gonna have nothing to say about it. We can march, we can vote, we can do all that, but if we don't own no property, we don't own the land, we just we a pawn. Like, we a pawn on the chessboard, bro. There's really no other way to put it. It's unfortunate it got to be that way because like everybody wanted to be fair. Like, oh, this is not how it is, bro. If you own the land that you stand on, then you can start calling shots, making plays, bro.
With all that said, it was a great thing that they reached that verdict yesterday.
Absolutely.
And that he was found guilty.
It was great.
Can't ignore that.
In the moment. It was great in the moment.
But they reached that verdict. However, it's still a lot that has to be done.
You see the video of the dude? It was a black dude. He was just walking in the neighborhood. And a white Marine came out, a white Navy dude. He was like, why are you in this neighborhood?
Oh, yeah.
He was like, I'm just going for a walk. He was telling him, like, I'm right around the corner.
Was that like a minute ago?
No, it was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. He was telling him,
I've seen some of the videos.
Dude was just listening to music, bro, just going for a walk, bro. Buddy came out on straight business. We're calling the police, and you tell them why you're here, da-da-da. They ended up making Buddy leave. You feel me? But I don't know if you saw on Twitter, everybody that was in that community and surrounding communities came and sat in front of the dude house and was telling them to tell them to make him leave, bro. So then he ended up getting arrested for some it was harassment and the white dude. So it was like some harassment or assault or something. But it was just like, bro, you can't tell somebody they can't go for a walk if they in the neighborhood, bro. You don't know what they're there for. Then the crazy thing is, the man didn't have nothing on that would indicate he was doing something greasy.
Well, they did say that the boy had was getting into it with another chick or whatever. Like the police had previous encounters.
They want to throw that in everybody's face.
No.
It's
So what I'm saying, because even when you watch the video, like the boy was talking to another chick, and the Marine came out trying to save the day, but it turned into him really like looking racist because that's how it was.
That's what it
was, and he was just like, "You got to get."
Was he name calling and doing?
He wasn't name calling, but he was like, "You don't belong in this neighborhood.
You're in the wrong neighborhood. Why are you going for a walk here?"
He was like, "I watched your house get built."
Oh God!
I was here before all of these houses.
That's the
he said, "I watched your house get built."
Bro, it was.
What else can you say?
It was the dude's neighborhood, bro. Like, he was there. He lived there. Like, he was just walking around his own neighborhood.
Yeah. That's the realest shit in the world, though.
Yeah,
I watched your house get built,
bro. My house was here first. What are you talking about?
Or I built your house.
Oh, that and you
because that's what, black people in America. I built this.
On God, real quick, bro. I'm the one that put this concrete down, bro. What are you talking about? I'll take it up tomorrow. It's mine.
I know your blueprint of your house.
Oh God, me and my little Mexican homies was the ones that put your yard together. So chill out, sir. You don't want this problem. We'll come here while you on vacation. You won't have nothing. Your whole yard gone. Your driveway gone. You just got rocks.
But needless to say, they showed up.
Definitely.
It was on his
with
lawn.
Speakers, chilling, had a whole picnic, like a black barbecue on that man's
He
lawn.
did. They did get him he got arrested for
It's like assault,
battery, battery, something like that.
Who did?
The
white dude.
Because he ended up pushing the dude in the video.
Definitely pushed him a few times.
But I mean,
So what are you gonna? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Hey,
I mean,
low
I
key, bro.
guess.
I would
know-
uppercut it, cuz.
I know this slightly off topic, but every time it come across my news feed, I have to watch that. I don't know if y'all seen that Jocelyn Hernandez video where Shorty was. So she got a reality show. You feel me? And the clip came up on Twitter, and I don't really be paying attention to like the housewives and all that. So it was an episode where they was introducing like the new cast members on her show, and Shorty was like, "Yeah," she's crying. She's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to better my life. You know, I had an abortion with twins," and so it's fucked up, but it's funny at the same time because the Shorty standing behind her was like, "Damn, double homicide." Bro,
Oh, I did see
was
that.
weak.
I
And then
did
so
see that.
there's another video out, bro. That
She
show
had an abortion
with twins, but they were developed. You feel me? It was past when she could have an abortion. So I don't know how she did it or whatever. But there's another video where Shorty, yeah, bro, I'm gonna show you.
It's not good.
So there's another video where Shorty, and they were like, "Who is you?" And Shorty introduced herself. She was like, you up here crying and shit, and you aborted them, and they was full grown babies. Ain't them babies kicking? I'm like, yo, it was wild, but it's like
This is desperate. This is who?
look. So it's
This some.
It's on
rabbit
VH1.
holes.
Right.
There's some rabbit holes though, bro. You look, man.
This some TV
Your
stuff.
Facebook showing you what you look at, bro.
Bro.
Yeah. Desperate
And
Housewives.
I was.
Whatever you.
This is Twitter, mom. Yeah, I'm telling Twitter is a hey.
What
If
you
you hey,
Housewives.
I tell anybody, bro, if you ain't got Twitter, just
I
to
don't really
look
be on
at
there.
the stuff people retweet or they post, and it's just the ignorance. It's
Twitter
just-
the best news source, bro.
It really is.
Something happen, go on Twitter
and they quick with it
Yeah.
too.
search it. It's gonna be quick.
It's quick, bro.
That's how I found out about Kobe's death. Unfortunately,
Really? I
That's
found
that-
out listening
that's
to
how
the
I
radio.
confirmed it. I heard it. I seen it on Twitter first, actually,
Mm-hmm.
and then I searched Kobe on Twitter and
Mm-hmm.
refresh.
Well,
and then
I search. I usually just go to Google
Mm.
and I search and see what news outlets put it out because it's only certain ones that I'd be buying. Like even the whole when DMX passed, they were saying it like a day before it happened,
Mm.
and so I was going like some people just start posting on Facebook, Instagram, rest in peace, and people was like, he's not even dead yet.
You
Like
trust the news? You trust the national news?
I trust TMZ. I trust.
They don't give it to you raw.
Yeah, I trust TMZ. So
They
once-
be on BS sometimes too.
Yeah,
though.
all of them do because they
They-
all want to sell stories.
It's politics. They
Yeah.
gon' expose who they want, protect who they
Yeah.
want, but most
Yeah.
definitely they give it to you raw though.
But if you look at multiple news outlets and try to see where things line up, that's how I get my sources because all of them are right or left, like MSNBC, CNN.
100%.
A lot of them are right or left, so you can look at both of them and be like, okay, this is what it is. Even or the factcheck.org or something like that or .gov. I can't remember what it is. That's a credible source. I try to use multiple
What was the second topic?
when I'm looking at credible sources. I try to use multiple different news outlets. But speaking of legalities and politics,
Man, I gotta get like y'all. I ain't even gonna cap, man. Both y'all got 2 phones. I'm out here 1 phone. Dog. I'm like, damn, bro. You just pulled your phone out your pocket. The fuck is happening?
but
And y'all ain't even a drug dealer.
I'm trying to
That's
see what the
crazy.
second
for it.
topic was, but it was like the PPP.
it was.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so look, a couple days ago, or was it yesterday?
It been came out.
Yeah, but it
It's
just
been out.
it came
What?
across my radar.
The PPP loan.
It came across my radar the other
That's
day. So here's my
irrelevant.
question to
It's
y'all.
a public
right?
loan. Why
Right,
is it-
that's-
it's a public loan.
Exactly. So
Like-
here's my question: do you feel like it should have? Do you feel like people made too big of a deal about like the type of people that's on that loan, like people they knew, like
Ignorant people do.
bro. It's
People that are
a hot topic
uneducated.
of the week. Like
Right.
I don't know who put that out first, but
they some haters for that.
somebody who has some type of pull put it out and it got legs. But that list has probably been out since the first one was initial.
Right.
Yeah,
Because it's a public. It's
Like
a
you
public
said,
loan.
bro.
Did you search? Because if you look at it, almost all the businesses in the community on there, like
What you can search by city or something?
you can search by business,
City,
by
business, name, all that.
like whatever. It's like I looked on there, literally almost all the way down to Walmart.
It's on there, yeah.
bro. Cause why,
was everybody was
bro?
on
This
there.
my barber had to convince people like myself to take the money. That's in business.
Yeah.
People that's actually in business. He had to convince people to take the money because it's like we so used to I can only speak for our community. We so used to like stuff not being right, stuff being a scam, stuff being
Everybody
not
thinking,
for us. But like
people that hit you with that, man, look, this is such and such loan. It's like,
it's a thin line though. If you've been first of all, if you were in business before the pandemic, you were 150 ball, you in there.
Yeah, you
I don't
need
give a
that
damn
for
what.
sure.
If you were a legitimate registered business, I don't give a damn
Well, I
what
wasn't.
you do.
I was a sole proprietorship at the time. I got my LLC.
Were you licensed, registered before the pandemic?
No, but I was operating under sole proprietorship under really my name. So I already had business transactions
Right.
that I could reference when I applied
Then
for
you
it.
were good too.
Yeah.
You were still good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you were legit, you good.
Because they were saying like be able to prove even if it was a social media post, if you can prove it
Was business.
Yeah, if
Which
you,
it was.
if you can prove it was a business, then you good. And I was
Nah.
like, great.
I seen a post today about somebody from the community. Popular dude, I feel like. He posted that he ain't get the PPPs or something, and he wanted them. Jokingly. But somebody commented, they was like, oh, you make plates. You need it. Or something like that. It's lines to it. You know what I mean? That's make... We
what does that have to do with? What does that have to do with?
Hey,
You know what?
we know how to turn stuff.
Hey, look, man. We talking about business. Look, let's...
Business. What do
We
you say?
talking about
Practice?
business, bro.
Business.
Business,
bro. First of all, a business is going to help more people than one person.
Yeah.
A business is going to help the community.
Yeah.
A business is going to have some sort of nonprofit mission, even if it's not right away. If you're making income, you should have some sort of mission that in the future, I want to do this. Making plates. You know what I'm saying? It's not
I can make a plate. I go home,
Hey.
fry some chicken, throw some fries in a box, and give it to you.
Making plates
That's
isn't a
plate.
business, and in some extent, doing hair isn't even a business if you don't have it set up right.
If it's not set up right, you just out here playing in people's head.
Hey, keep the
That's
buck.
what my
man.
mama used to say. Stop playing
So,
in that
like,
girl head.
It's a lot of hobbies that podcasting is not a business,
Right.
Unless you do it the right way.
Speaking of which,
Like,
yeah, we gotta have that conversation too.
About what?
look, it's certain
We
ways to
ready
do
yet.
everything. Cause a podcast business, bro, any business can get funding. Like,
Anybody, yeah.
so,
Drug
man,
dealers fund a lot of business.
it's certain conversations. So the PPP is one thing, but if you legit business, if you legit getting it, if you providing jobs for other people, creating systems and services, that's your bread,
Right.
Period. But if you're
Right.
not, then you playing with
Well,
hot
not
coals.
not even just that. People, because it is a certain, like if you apply for it, you get it. They have a forgiveness program, of course, but like that's
not
a
something.
loan.
That's not something to rely on.
Right.
not.
And so, like, my
Forgiveness.
thing was people getting scared, like, dang, government gonna come after me. It was a loan.
But it's a loan that has monthly payments. Like
Right.
the worst case scenario is you have to pay back what you owe. It's not
That's
a
my
grant.
point.
It's not a grant.
That- right.
Like it's 1%. It's low percent. No
And
other
that's
time.
right.
No other time in
1%.
U.S. history, financial history, you getting a 1% cash loan.
I just feel like if you use it right, you wouldn't have a problem paying it back when it comes to that
Absolutely.
time.
But you know that
Low
niggas
monthly
ain't-
payment. Monthly
I ain't gonna
payment
cap.
ain't.
I'm gonna cap. Let them slide 20 in my account. I'm going off the grid for a little bit. Get my life back right.
And you will come back with.
Nothing.
That boy gon' what happened to your money? I got $2,000 left. What did you do?
Nah, no, sir. No, sir.
It's people getting a 20 and going to the plug, bro. It's people getting a 20 and going buying QP.
But just to smoke.
You know what I mean?
Not even trying to make money off of it, just smoking. My thing is, it's like, I want to make sure my home shit straight first before I go do anything, bro. Like, let me make sure my rent and my bills is paid up, my car note, my whatever I gotta pay. Make sure, let me get that out the way.
I don't like that.
What you mean?
I was finna say it.
I don't like
was finna
it.
say it.
Cause I see that all the time in our community, and I'm about to adjust that. I hate when
was
we
finna say
pay
it.
when we paying people rent 3 months ahead. When we
No,
paying
no,
car
no, no,
notes.
no.
No,
I meant
let me.
Go ahead,
When we
go
paying
ahead.
car notes 3 months ahead, I hate it. Cause you could that same $3,000-$4,000 that you just gave to the landlord, they're gonna invest that bread if they smart.
Yep.
So you should have done the same thing. Pay them people when it's time to pay them. If you got it, put it in the bank and leave it there. But don't pay them people early because you never know what can happen. Like,
True.
do not pay if you paying rent 6 months ahead.
Oh no, that ain't
Unless
happening.
you got it,
a
unless
month
you
ahead of me.
unless
That's
you
what
got
did.
the flat, unless you stack, bro.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
No, I didn't.
Either
I didn't
that or a
like it.
down payment on a house.
But see,
Bro, it's
just let me. I'm like with I didn't get none of that. I'm just saying like that would be what I would do as far as like getting myself straight back on the right track where I'm at, where I need to be at. I'm not paying 6-7 months in advance, 2-3 months in advance.
Hate to see it.
I trust me.
And not only so I was reading a book. It was called "I Will Teach You to Be Rich," and it was talking about basically how to become rich off a regular job. Like no lottery, no, just a regular 9-to-5 job. And one of the things he talked about was how to handle debt when you have it. Because a lot of people just want to pay it off. Like school loans and stuff, just pay it off. But he was saying that's not really
Might as
wise.
well take a fire. And just,
Right.
Like the
He was
whole
saying that's not really wise. One, because it doesn't really help your credit.
Absolutely.
And then two, now that money is just gone. Because you paid it off, but now that money that you could have been investing, because he was saying what happens if you get like a bonus or a raise or some kind of a big payout or whatever. Like, you shouldn't start focusing on your debt that you have. Because that's what a lot of people instantly start thinking of, oh, well, I owe this $5,000 for my school loans, or I owe this such and such. So they try to pay all of that off. Versus either investing it or taking a percentage of it and putting it into that debt, but at the same time investing a percentage and whatever you choose to invest it in, whether it's because you can also invest in yourself.
Investing in debt is an investment in yourself, but it has to be like a cash flow move. Like if you paying off something completely that's costing you $300 a month, it's different. And if you have the plethora of money to do that, that's one thing. But if you owe $9,000 on a car and you got $6,000, and you pay $5,000 on that car and you still got a $300 note, it just don't make sense, bro. Because that car can get totaled. That car is metal and rubber. That car, if something happened to it, your money's gone.
Well, cars are like one of the worst investments in this country.
Unless it's making you money.
Well, I'm saying like for personal use. I'm saying like when you buy a car, the value always depreciates of the car whenever you have it. Your situation is completely different.
I'm saying I agree and disagree with that. If you buy a car within your means, it's valuable to you. But if you buy a car above your means, it's going to harm you. Period.
I'm saying
it's going to harm you.
So I'm saying like real estate. You buy a house. The value of you can increase the value of the house. You can't really increase the value. You can from your situation. So I see why you say
no. I'm not even talking about that. In real estate, there's a cap to that too, because you can only increase the value. The value of a house is publicly perceived. It's market based.
Right.
You can put marble floors in a mobile home.
Right.
People ain't gonna pay $200,000 for it. You know what I mean? So there's still caps to that too. But a car, yes, it depreciates in dollar value, but the car is valuable because it drives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It depreciates in American dollar value because people won't pay $20,000 for a car with X amount on it. But if that car drive, it still has value.
Yeah.
And if you're not paying an arm and a leg for it and it's within your means, I believe a car still has value. Like people, that's kind of like, it's a tough subject because people, it loses value. You don't buy a car to go sell it necessarily. You buy a car to move on a day-to-day basis. If you driving a car to work and you getting paid $200,000, that car is valuable.
that's all right. That's why I'm not buying another car unless I'm buying it cash.
I wouldn't do that either because that's the same thing we just talked about. If you buy a car in cash, right? Why would you do that? You know,
I'm saying if I'm a millionaire and I want to go spend 50 bands on,
I'm still using the bank as a millionaire. I'm still using the bank because I'm a millionaire, they'll give me the money.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not risking my own cash. I'll let the bank risk their cash and write that $50,000 check. I'm going to keep my cash. And I'm going to pay them monthly. Because the car get totaled, that's their cash. My cash safe. I'm using the bank money at every single chance I get. Because why would I touch my own cash? I don't swipe my debit card. I don't spend. This is me. You can do what you want. But I don't swipe my own debit card. I don't spend my cash. Credit, debt obligations, because it's a privilege. I went to the bank and they allowed me to get certain things. So I use it. I take advantage of it. If you're doing fix and flip, don't use your own. I'm going through this with my homies. They want to use their own cash, their own credit. Absolutely not. I'm using the bank's money. Like, that's why they're there. They fund all the
our money.
They fund the businesses.
Right.
They take the risk. We just make the plays.
I know they definitely just use my money I put in my account.
Of course, it's cash. As soon as you put a dollar in there, they lend it out, bro.
Yeah.
That's why they love our cash in the bank. They tell you to say it. They tell you to keep money in the bank. When your money is in there, they're lending it to other people. They're lending it to me.
Yeah.
They're lending it to me. Your money's in the bank. Your cash, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because you're making business owners. You're making people who use the credit system very wealthy.
I mean,
Very wealthy.
all of that said, I don't even think we didn't, but it's whatever. I don't think we got to all the topics, but it's whatever.
It was a music topic.
We got like
Yeah,
2 out
yeah.
of 3.
How long did we go?
About
About 45 minutes to an hour.
No, we didn't.
yeah, we did.
I mean, we definitely did.
Damn.
Niggas was just talking. But we can review it. Wow,
Don't do that again,
Weekend.
bro.
it's bad. Oh shit, sounded like John.
We got to give like a monthly like top 5 going for it. Music
For
music that's
sure.
out of something. Top 5 songs or something.
Because if we would have had time, I was gonna ask you if you heard the new Griselda music or not. But
We listen to different music.
we do.
Who was gonna say? I don't know.
No, it's like the Conway
Adam
the
thought he had a
Machine.
friend.
You know, I think I heard a couple. I think I heard a couple
so
tracks
I'm
on
not-
there. I think I did hear a couple tracks on there.
We listen to different music.
No, we do honestly.
I'm
Like,
starting to get more into like Conway and all of that type
Yeah,
real rap, like
I got some artists I'd send you to check out.
tough
I don't know who y'all talking about, but
We've been through that. We know.
in the trenches.
that's fine.
Shit.
All right.
But thank y'all for tuning in. This is Real Nonsense. I am your host, Nickel Main.
And co-host JC.
And third co-host, co-host Jay Clark.
We appreciate you. Have a great day. Be blessed.
All right.